Hi, my name is Shinif, and today I'm gonna show you how to debug games with the latest version of GameMaker, like today's latest version, the 2022.6.0.23, with the new way of debugging HTML5. So, let's go right to it. I have a nice game, oops, spoiler alert. I have a nice game that I pre-compiled to go faster on the compiling time. Don't be scared about this. This game is from Oxonian Game, or Infinitum. Oop. Okay, we're gonna go. So, first to show a bit HTML, they aren't good tutorials. Most of them are really old and also made for just normal Windows version debug. There's the wonderful video by one of indie, but it's not great because it's the previous version and it's focused on weird stuff about HTML, like surfaces that disappear and stuff like that. You should go watch it for like specific and weird bugs, but we're gonna go through normal debugging. Or like actually like from worst bug to simplest ones. So go check Oxonian Games. Some links will be in the description to go follow them and give them some love. So yeah, Ad Infinitum, that's their game that we're gonna debug. And oh, I launched debug with F6 and I have a white screen and no debug. I actually have none. So yeah, worst bug possible. Right now it's no game at all. If you go inspect the console, like Control Shift C, whoop, we have a nice dev tools, and we see the worst thing that could happen. Red one, game maker init is not defined, which just means your game doesn't work. We have actually like no bugs at all. What are we gonna do? Find not found, stuff like that. We are freaking stuck. Our game doesn't work. We have no debugger. We have nothing. Just a weird error about filters and stuff like that. But if we look right here on this little corner, yeah, that it's actually our file, JS file, has a problem. Our game has a problem at the line 193,000 and stuff like that. So we're gonna go and open in new tab or game. Go of course in view source. There are other ways to find the source code of your game, but like I'm gonna go find it that way because I just know that way. I don't know shortcut and stuff like that. Also, it's gonna lag a lot. The line 193.726. Also, a big thing to have is a double monitor. It's a machine also a lot of RAM because it takes a lot of RAM to actually load the JS file. Boom. So I'm gonna go through it. Okay. Okay. Do. Okay. oopsie. Goes up. 7 to 6. This line. Yeah, it's lagging a lot. It's a problem. What's wrong with this line? One thing when you actually like see this line and you don't see the problem at all is to actually like take this, whoop, Control C, and yep. Let's make a new file. Test.js. Yes, I know. And open it with a whatever code editor you have. Mine is VS Code. And boom. And VS Code is gonna load. And we see weird stuff. Wiggly lines. And yeah, there's a space. Which makes absolutely no sense as while spaces make something different, like a new line or stuff like that. It doesn't make sense to have a space. It's like GML Armada space commander equal stuff. No, what we want is Armada underscore commander equal stuff like that. So we can fix that in GS code. We can do that, but we can also fix it in our game. Yeah, don't. What is nice with the recent version of GameMaker is the new compiled game. So this is the code. This is the compiled code. If you ever have seen GameMaker way of compiling code, we're gonna see that later. It's pretty clear, actually, like names, variables. Wow. And so if we go up, go up, go up, go up again, and again. Oh, we have actually, because we're in debug mode, we can see the normal code. Who owns that code? It's actually a big piece of code that is owned by global variables. Event inherited. Post control. Should be actually freaking written. I don't have it. You could search for it. Okay, let's go down. No, even. And at the beginning, we should see yes. Function GML object. We don't care about that. Just GML object. Global vars, the event, and some arguments. We don't care. And so let's go. We saw it's global vars create 0. So global. Whoopsie. Global vars. Hey, we found that. Create. And if we go back, yeah, it's lagging a lot. Go back a bit. Okay, I went too far down. Right here. We can see Core Destroyer, Red Fleet, Armada Vanguard, stuff like that. And we're gonna try to find it. So we recognize the macro that we saw and go down. And ooh, Core Destroyer, Red Fleet, Armada. Hey, we found that, and we found our space. That is a weird bug in GameMaker for now. I made a ticket for that, but oops. But we're gonna fix it right now. Of course, I like fixed most of it, but not everything, just to show you the bug. And yeah, and we have fixed it. And now, normally, if I did my job right, if we close and rerun our game, and while it's compiling, I'm gonna show you. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, okay. Whoop. Yeah, it goes a lot down. Yeah, okay, that is normally how you see outputted code, GS code for GameMaker. That's the normal way. That is your game if you don't do debug mode. That's the normal game. A lot of incomprehensible shortened and compiled code that you can't debug through. Okay, hey, look at that. We now have our debugger. A view source. Let's go up the old game. I'm gonna remove that. And yeah. But we have a black screen. Number 2 big bug that you're gonna have. A black screen. Why? But this one's special because we have our debugger. I'm gonna not go too much in the detail of instances. Maybe a bit later, so that's normal loading, blah 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 stuff. GML audio that bugs because the game crashed and the audio didn't work, stuff like that. Don't take too much importance to that. And here is so we have sorry, we have like compiled code here and there that we can't really understand, but we have more comprehensible code. That is a new way you can debug. Previously we had actually like, yeah, you know, message, unable to convert long, blah blah blah, but now it's completely not comprehensible. But it's a bad thing for a better thing because it's still clear to know how to debug. And we have something obj player and create event. So let's go there. Let's go there. We said obj player, and we find it. Create. Of course, we can. It's more special because it's obj player create. Inside there is something that's new to the new debugger. We have what went wrong, instance create ons, that we can find somewhere. Ooh, maybe I missed it. Oh, first line, my bad. Okay, instance create ons and instance create. Indeed, we can see the instance create and instance create def. So yeah, this weird code is a normal instance create, but as we can see, it goes 0. Okay, argument 0 is 0, argument 1 is 0, argument 2, my def, is wrong, and 73 for argument 2. So where does come my def? It's right there, object get def. Okay, a weird function, but a legit one. It's actually a legit function, like, yeah. But argument 2, what's argument 2? Okay, we want, argument 2 is an object. Instance exist object, but the thing is that we want to create that object, but we also want to get its def. So you want to get the def of something that isn't created yet. So that's where it goes wrong. That's the wrong part of it, and you're gonna have to find it. The big thing about the HTML debugging is actually finding and reading the code and taking a lot of care of looking at where data go, where does it come from. So we saw my def coming from here to there to this object, the object that we want to create, but we can't get the data of something that we don't have yet. Maybe it actually works in Windows mode, but yeah, I can't do that in HTML. That's a finicky stuff about it, but normal one. So yeah, we finally finished that. And let's try to rerun again our code. We're gonna have to do that a lot. But maybe this time our game is gonna work. So we had white screen, black screen. What can go wrong now? Compiling. Okay, and look at that. We have our game. Oh, the game is not moving. Well, we didn't have our game for too long. First thing, as we can see, the game is completely blurry. Some people might know, people that are used to Windows mode, graphics, interpolate, the anti-aliasing is on, and yeah. Now that is it's not on by default on normal Windows version, yeah, but it's still on just normal HTML version. So yeah, so we did that, and let's look at our debugger, our friend. We have a game, but first, okay, because the game crashed, we don't have access to the instances. It's a big problem of it. Okay, a new thing, obj insanity collider, blah blah blah, lose fade in. Okay, let's go. So okay, it was obj insanity collider. Okay, no, step event. Oops, wrong one. Lose anim fade in. Okay, I'm gonna show you lose anim fade in, and we gave it an instance, another instance, 21 2.2. Okay, oh my bad. Sorry, I read it wrong. There's always you see instance and in an extra instance right here. So yeah, instance, right? Instance, yeah, no, my bad. Read it wrong again. 21, that's a loose ID. And if we look at that, maybe, yeah, loose ID, 21. 2.5, 2.5, 0, 3, 0, 0, 5. Okay. And whoops. And now what went wrong? Oh, actually went wrong really fast. Lose, fade in. Something is wrong about the address. Let's look at that. If we take a look around. Okay, that's the lose and fading that we have problem with. And yeah, that's kind of it. But what is the problem? We have 21. Oops, I always close it. Okay. What went wrong is unknown ID, undefined, a wrong access on all address. So 21 is wrong. Weird. Okay, so if Le's address is wrong, then we should look at that. Okay, it creates something. Le's address and blah blah blah. Does it actually display Le's ID? Yep. Okay, so it gives an ID. Create with an ID an instance. So this instance gets the address and stuff like that. Of course, there's a new way to, with a struct, do that. But yeah, we're gonna go on for now. And yeah, there's bulb. And so, oh, there's address. Okay. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay. Just fade in. Okay, done. Okay, right. Oh, okay, right here. Okay, so still an address and stuff like that. Create blah 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 step. There's address. Well, what is wrong? What is our address? And why don't we have like a thing? So let's look at that. Show debug message. Yes. What is this global variable first? Which is kind of special. Let's see in our debug what's its values. I was gonna close the previous debugger and it's gonna compile. Okay, the game finished to compile and the game crashed again. But if we look down, okay, we have our thing. Oh, it's of course lose. That's all lose. It's a big array with a lot of undefined, which is a bit weird. What could go wrong? Maybe the first. What is lose ID 21? Like when does it actually change lose? Because we saw like one changed, but what about the others? And we saw, okay, it changed right here. But the thing is that is a step, okay, great. But if we go in no step, we actually need that address and we actually like ask lose 21, but that is lose 21. But we only say lose 21 equal this ID only when it's in no step. So what we could do is add an event begin step just for that. But something is like something natural would be just to change it that way. Okay, first thing maybe solved. We don't know yet. So maybe our use of this is now, and we actually set lose 21 to this or lose bulb ID. but maybe we didn't because we have a problem with this lose address. As we saw right here, spawn xt is this one. I guess it's spawned that way. Yeah, it's spawned that way. Maybe it didn't give the right address. Maybe like we know it. The 21 didn't disappear, but maybe it didn't give it. Maybe it gave undefined, or maybe never gave it at all. Even though we have variable definition, it should be clean. So yeah, but let's first try it. We're gonna see, does it work, does it not? Okay, the game launched. We have this. Okay, the game crashed again. Look at that. Okay, hey, look at that. We have a new ID right there. But if we go 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, I don't know how to count, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and blah blah blah. If we just go on, well, yeah. Okay, I don't see 21. I don't know, but I think we went past 21, and there's only one that changed. 0. Why? Let's look at that. Let's look at why it did change, why it did not. And of course, I said it might be from that. Because as always, GameMaker is a lot finicky on this, on giving variables from one to another. But now it's cleaner than ever with a new version. Gonna show it to you with struct. Would I recommend it for every games? Absolutely yes, because GameMaker has problem, yeah, giving values. Whoop. And it's great that you can do that easily now without being scared of the value being given or not. So yeah, we just make a struct. If we go like in instance create layer, please, sir. Okay, we have a manual. Remember F1, click on it, F1 or mouse middle click. Alright, remember that. So yeah, and now we have a vast. It didn't update that. French. Sorry for the French manual. I hate it too. Maybe like, I can change it. But yeah. Optional. A struct with variables to be assigned to a new instance. So you can do that now, which is amazing. Okay, so you actually show it right here. With like speed, direction, stuff like that. And because ours already have the variable definition, we can give it nice pointers. Control Shift Alt. Nope, my bad. Shift Alt. Yes, okay. Shift Alt and stuff like that. And we have to add nice quotes around everyone. Follow the struct syntax. And here we go. We have a nice struct, which maybe now I didn't make a debug for that. Okay, I'm gonna remove that. Actually, I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna keep it in create. I'm gonna ask you lose address because previously I didn't show it, but because I already debugged the game once. Oops. Okay. It actually give undefined or 0 if I remember well. Oh, it gave 0 because lose address default is 0, and it kept that value as the truth. Okay. Boom. And we have bunch of 0. We have a lot of. Hey, look at that! At 21. And also our game is playing right now. Animation. Yeah, look at that. And we can shoot. We can play. We can do a lot of stuff. Okay. We even have sound. Okay, I'm gonna try not to die because I need it for this tutorial purpose. Please, quickly. Could you, sir? Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna try. Huh. What went wrong? Our game crashed again. It doesn't. Nothing moves. And we're gonna look at that. Okay. I shouldn't have wrote it this. Like, yeah, we have on 21. Everything's working fine now. And okay. OBJ red. Fleet Scout. And a new type of event. Collision object missile. Oh, so yeah. As I said, don't panic. Web audio, when the game is paused, like if you pause resume, the game will crash. It's something that happens a lot. And we see, so from a lore's perspective, a red fleet scout, that's the red bad boy, right here. And object missile. Oh, that's what I, that's what I shot. This with little missile I shot. So we have a problem between those. It's boss, tech, damage, missile. Let's look at the game code. Let's look at it. Please. Okay. So obj red. Oops, red. Okay. Fleet scout. Orbit. No, it's normal version. Okay. And yeah, we have a collision event with obj missile and boss take damage missile self. Makes sense. And if we look at that, we have another weird undefined access. Okay. For now, I say that underscore capital D Z is the undefined, the weird accessing of arrays and structs and stuff like that. We saw that whenever we had a problem of wrong address in an array, we see LE1 for the accessing for the equal and DZ. LE1 is more something like compare stuff, but you might not have the same letters depending of your version of GMS first, your project, your OS. I'm on Windows right now, and a lot of stuff that might change the compiled name of this. Okay, so LE1, DZ, blah blah blah. Okay, boss take damage missile. So we don't have anything right now. But we don't know where to search. Where's the error? Like, where is it? It's a big script. Actually, not that big. But you imagine if you have a 1,000 lines script, it's gonna take a lot of time finding where's the bug hiding. So uncross type error. So we're gonna actually look at that at the end. Sometimes it doesn't show for some reason, but most of the time it shows. Unhandle expectations. Type error cannot read properties of undefined reading. Remove that. Don't think it exists. We cannot read damage. Cannot read damage. So we have a problem of array and of accessing the value of an array or a struct. It's a struct. The spoiler alert. Accessing damage, and we also have, if at any moment you can't find it, you have a huge script with a lot of redundancy. If you can't find it, check. Don't worry. You can go read the code and find, with a bit of luck, but more precision, where the bug is. So let's see. Remove that. Yeah. So we can like Control F, damage. Oh, a lot of damage. Not this one, not this one. Oh, I actually went pretty quick on finding where I wanted. Show the damage. So not this one, not this one, not, and yeah, we have this, an array, and actually an array of structs where we try to access damage. And also like global weapons. Maybe you remember that one. That's where I made modifications. course, I didn't change everything just for the purpose of this tutorial. Global levels, that's what we changed. And I changed global weapons. That we can see, we have like dashes, we like underscores everywhere. And this one unknown, like standard missile. Yeah, right there. Doesn't have an underscore right here. And boom. We now have defined, not undefined version of it. Works. Everything's fine. Everything looks fine. And we can rerun our game right now. Okay. The game is back. Boom. Okay, now play the game. Maybe. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we can play the game now. Blah blah blah. Kind of bad at this game, but okay, we have a missile back. I'm gonna try to shoot at it, and of course I failed. I failed. Oh god, I'm terrible. No, don't die, please. Actually, I could. I'm sorry. I'm gonna actually pause. Okay, I'm back. I actually killed the first boss, and so the first boss works just fine. And let's see. Yeah, let's see if it works for the second. Yeah, okay, it took damage. Didn't bug. Kind of bugged out with the collision of the. Huh. Collisions are a bit weird, but I know it got fixed. Like, yeah, it's an old previous version of the game, so don't be too shy of some bugs. And for now, everything works. Let's see if it works till the end. Yeah. Okay. Okay, also the lag is from me shooting the dead boss. Dramatic effect. For now, everything is going fine. For now. And that's a special version. That's a special thing about HTML. You're gonna play a lot of the game. So what I would advise you to do is actually have debug, like God mode, no clip and stuff like that, debug functions and stuff to help you go faster playing the game or access some version of it. Like right now we are playing a level with bugs and not specific we aren't playing the game from the start. And a good thing to do, I'm gonna let you watch Sean Spaulding's video about config. It's a great thing to do. Create a new config, debug mode, and yeah, stuff like that. Oops. I can make it completely separate and stuff like that. It's important to go faster, and also making configs make it easier to do test plays like beta, alpha, and stuff like that, and also have a cleaner code, and not having like debug on global.debug on or off, etc. etc. Okay, game. Let's see. For now it works perfectly fine. Okay. I'm kind of scared right now. Okay. And boom. Yeah, I killed it first try. Yeah, I won. And let's see. Everything goes fine. Everything's fine if I just play on it. Yeah. See some. So yeah. Stuff that ain't destroyed, which could add some lag, something to add. And yeah, everything. Oh. Huh. Oh. Instructions don't work. And the game crashed again. If we look at it, we have a new code error from a new file. Obj victory stat control step. Max PC. It looks like the same bug. Actually, the same bug what like we just fixed. So I'm gonna do that right. Oh, please. That's the previous one. That's the previous one. Okay, please. Okay, thank you. Object victory stat controller. Yep, that's the one. Step event. Ooh, step event already opened, and look at that. Okay. Sorry. We already see global.levels that we recognize from our bug, and it seems like it is. Maybe. But I can see. Control step. Okay. Red fleet. Okay. Maybe it's given value is that. Let's break our code into small step. Weirdly, we don't have some things like we just step 0 and there aren't any function called. So it's maybe not coming from this. Maybe it's like actual good values for boss name. And if we look at that, everything looks pretty clear. We are searching for a red fleet. And red fleet. I could search with Control F, but I know that it's right here. Kind of weird. It's okay. Switch room. We are in the good room. We are in room red fleet. That's the name of the boss. And it's normal that we call. But look at that. It's a bit weird. But we call that function. That function, you know, called global.level boss name, and it's an invalid version of it. Yep, it's an invalid one. So that's why we got a bug, but it's something to do if you... It's something to look out that sometimes your function inside step you saw didn't create another level of came from this, from that way, and this way, and that other way. Came from this function, from this step event, from this object it created. No, it just goes, yeah, probably in step event, because your function is in the step event. So yeah, we can fix that now, because yeah, right. Oh, okay, so now we fix that, and look at that, boss name should be good, and we should be accessing. Also, we recognize max PC, that is like right here, max PC from global level. Okay, let's continue. We are doing great for now, and I'm gonna actually like finish the level twice to show you the rest of it. Okay, I'm back. Back sooner than expected because I got a weird new bug. You see that weird splatter of blood shooting? Yeah, a new thing, a great thing about new HTML debug, that when there are multiple objects that have a bug at the same moment, at the same frame, and at the same time, it actually shows them, and like all these blood splatter actually exist at the same time. And when the boss died, they didn't know where to go and where to get some values. And that's it. You can see all of them. Let's circulate quickly. Boom. Particle, I guess. Part of blood. Yes. And it's in other. Outside. Ooh. Ooh, this one is actually special because it's in other, but doesn't. Okay. Yeah, okay. You see other 0, and we can see just instance destroy self, and I guess it's this one, which is kind of special because well, okay, special thing that I'm learning a bit too is that others like outside room and like instance destroy. The destroy event should be working fine, but it doesn't this time for some odd reason, because yeah, it's just, I don't know, melt together. So because it's a instance destroy, it just say, oh yeah, that's from the outside room event, which is not. Or maybe other zero is actually destroy and not. Well, it's a lot of things. And so yeah, of course, objects, blah blah blah, exist, which is okay, makes sense, but the thing is, remember, whereas most of the time in HTML version, instance exist all of the time. You're always gonna need it, because Windows version is actually more okay about it. It's a yeah, it doesn't exist anymore, so maybe not. Won't do. I won't do anything. But the thing is that you right now you have to do that. You actually have to in HTML check it before using it. But it's not gonna give you any gift about that. It's gonna go hard on you. So yeah, let's go another way, play the game another time, and see what more bugs I can find. Okay, I'm back. Gotta finish the boss, and let's see if we have any bugs. Right now should be great. Everything should be good. Okay, and black as expected. But if you look at that, obj markers, net transmission, blah blah blah. But you can see something that is not expected. What I advise for you to have is have a persistent object. Okay. Okay, so you have a persistent object that you create at the beginning of the game, and you can do other room start, and you can like show debug message room, and that's it. It's just room. I can't remember well, but you can find it the current room you're in, and that's it. I guess it's just room. Seems like already built in. Asset room, blah blah blah. Okay, I guess I won't find it right now. But yeah, you can actually find what room you're in and actually debug it. Okay, I close the game, but I still have the debug open. Okay, GMS status not found. And we can find the classic array problem that we have since the beginning, but okay, obj marker. J marker. It's net transmission. Okay. Create. Okay, we can see that one. Like dot status. We recognize it, etc. But it's not precisely the one I wanted. So I'm gonna relaunch the game. I'm gonna try something. Okay. I'm gonna close the previous debugger. Okay, yes, please, sir. Yeah, make sound. I don't have access to commands right now. Okay, quit. Okay, I have what I wanted. Yes. Yes, I have what I wanted. Not precisely, but oh god, I think it's more than I forgot. Gonna do a little break. Yeah, just reopen. Yeah, I fixed one. It's gonna have to recompile the game, so yeah, watch out for those small things. But yeah, the debugger is gonna scream at you to show you what's wrong, what's not. Okay, and boom, we have our game. Debug open. Game loading. Can boot up. Can I just right now? Okay. Oop. Blah blah blah. Second. Quit. And now I have the bug I wanted. The bug I wanted to show. Yeah, this one. Kind of weird one. Function unknown, blah blah blah. More like with weird stuff. Especially with nameless functions. Like, what are those functions? What are they? Lambda 1, I guess. But obj marker.draw. Okay, and we expect the same bug like this one, global.something, that does not work. Oop. Marker, nice. And if I go, it's in draw. Oop, my bad. And okay, we have bus name, global.level, dot status, I guess. If we location, yes, first one makes sense. So location, and the problem is in bus name. So we have a wrong bus name, but wait, where is it? Like, where is your bus name? Not great. So something to always look out for is the variable definitions. So yeah, we have it. Now it's a bit a dangerous play. As we saw previously, GameMaker shows you if you shows the error as the object that spawns the object with a problem. Like, for example, if obj marker was called by an instance create in obj marker underscore controller, the obj marker controller would show, oh, I have an error. It comes from this object that I created, and yeah, a bit like that. But most of the time it won't. It's a bit special about it. It actually won't show. So we have to actually look for the rooms. So I know it's in the overworld. That's what I always say. Get an object that will show you which room you are in before. It helps a lot. And so yeah. So if we go in an instance variable for the variable definition, and we get this, which is the boss name, and which is also invalid stuff. I can change all of them, and I can play my games. So that's it. That has been 1 long hour of me debugging one game and showing you a lot of little tips and tricks about it, and also how it kind of works. As I said, don't be also too shy about looking in the game files. It takes a lot of time to find the line, find where it does not work and stuff like that. But take the time for it. It's a really important step in the process of making a video game. And yes, that's it. I guess if you have more questions, just ask me in the comments, or ask me on Discord or whatever. Email me if you want to. I guess I will stop for today. So yeah, go check out Oxonian Games. Links will be in the description. Go play Ad Infinitum if you haven't. And yeah, bye bye.